So this is our project, Sustainability Web Game. My name is Daniel.
Hello, I'm Austin Zyphus, and I'm working on Earth Defender.
I'm Jason Kai, and I'm on the Earth Defender team.
Hi, my name is Armin. I'm working on Carbon Clicker.
Hello, my name is Luis, and I'm working on Carbon Clicker.
Hello, my name is Leisha, and I'm also working on Carbon Clicker.
Hi, my name is Sam, and I'm working on Earth Defender.
A little background on the problem we're looking to solve. So for sustainability, sustainability covers a wide range of areas, and it has a lot more facets than just recycling. So a huge problem currently is that a lot of people aren't aware of what all goes into sustainability. They know a lot about recycling, but they don't think about like reducing pollution as far as carpooling or using solar panels or things of that nature. The goal of this project is to help better inform people of what all goes into sustainability by making a web game.
So for this project, we'll create a web game to spread the awareness of sustainability. We'll be separated into 2 teams since we have 7 people on our capstone. And each team will be having their own game design. They will work on their own project towards the end of the semester. So at the end of the semester, we will have 2 different prototypes of the game, and based on which prototype best fits our requirements and has more potential, we'll focus on that game for the next capstone.
Okay, the goal is to design 2 fun and interactive games which inform people on sustainability problems while entertaining them. The first game design that we're working on is Carbon Clicker. Group members are myself, Alicia, and Luis. The second game is Earth Defender, and people who are working on that are Jason, Daniel, Sam, and Austin. The technologies that we're using to create these games are HTML, JavaScript, CSS, Bootstrap, Webpack, Brackets as our IDE, Linux, and GitHub.
So the Carbon Clicker game will play similar to Cookie Clicker, except in our game, instead of clicking on a cookie, the player will click on a polluted earth. When the player clicks on the earth, 1 carbon is captured. The more times the player clicks on the earth, more carbons are captured. And as more carbons are captured, the earth will slowly start getting cleaner. Also, with those carbons captured, the player can use those carbons to purchase items, which helps the player capture even more carbons. These items represent real methods that reduce carbon production on Earth. And at the bottom of the page, the player will be informed about sustainability facts, which helps maintain the Earth a safe place.
For Earth Defender, the game will be similar to Balloon's Tower Defense. The game will have similar systems where AI will move down an already selected path, and then you will use items or towers to help defend the end goal from the enemy AI. Except instead of generic enemies like in Balloon's Tower Defense, where it's just balloons, we'll be using stuff like oil blobs or bad plastic that gets thrown into the ocean. For a specific example in our water world. Each level will have a different theme to help better expand upon the sustainability items. And yeah.
So we've created 2 things in our game so far, which are some items and some NPCs. So some of our NPCs or enemies are oil blobs, which are is related to sustainability in the ocean. It's kind of like an oil spill type thing, and all you have to do is destroy it before it reaches your base, and that's how you win. And to do so, you need to set up algae-related weapons, kind of like the towers in Balloon Tower Defense, and it will essentially kill the oil blobs, and that's how you can win the game. And then we also have this link for an example of what a Balloon Tower Defense's game is like, in case you guys don't know. And we're just gonna play it for a little bit.
So the balloons are following the path, and instead of these balloons, we're gonna use the oil blobs, and the weapons that we're gonna use, instead of the monkeys, we're gonna use the algae weapons to destroy the oil blobs to prevent that going to the past destination.
Cool. Furthermore, by the end of the semester, we're hoping to have our ocean and water worlds done, as well as more AI and enemy type design for our city environment that we'll be hopefully getting at least prototyped by the end of the semester. And here's a screenshot of our start menu.
As far as work division goes, for Earth Defender, Daniel is the team lead. He'll be working on mechanics, and he and Austin will cover level design. So, for example, for the ocean one, a different background, different itemization, things like that. Jason and myself will work on the actual implementation with the code, along with Austin and Daniel, and then work on debugging it as well, making sure there aren't any glitches, errors, etc. In the carbon clicker, Armin is the project lead. He'll be focusing a lot on the logic of how everything works. Lisha will do a lot of the level design and graphics, including things like itemization, different things that they can add to make their carbon go faster. And Luis will work on the functionality as well as developing. All team members will work on the debugging and testing to make sure everything works properly. Just to give a brief timeline, in general for Carbon Clicker, we're looking at a couple new items such as electric cars, trees, and the like. We would like to have some graphics and design specifically with the cloud. As you click on the Earth more, the cloud should slowly go away. And hopefully finalize that stage of the prototype by the end of the semester. With Earth Defender, we would like to create a menu which we've already done, and then we would like to create a couple levels, particularly ocean level and then a city level. And for each of those levels, we want to talk about the enemies that are involved, different items, for example, algae shooters, that type of thing, things that are specific to that environment. That help fight the specific sustainability problem that has to do with that environment. We would like to, of course, hopefully have all those levels completed by the end of the semester and fix any bugs or problems associated with them, and have that prototype finalized by the end of the semester. So far the progress for Earth Defender has included creating the start menu, as well as starting the level design for the water world. That includes the AI for both the items and the enemies, as well as the general item design, such as algae shooters to combat things like oil blobs or plastic that float down the ocean. In Carbon Clicker, we've created the interface, as you've seen, and got a lot of the logic and the functionality already working. As far as the items go, we've implemented one, but we've also brainstormed and thought through things like trees, solar panels, electric cars, etc., just to name a few. In conclusion, we are hoping to better educate people about sustainability and ways they can contribute to saving the Earth. To do so, we will be creating 2 different games. One being Carbon Clicker and one being Earth Defender, and using each of these games to teach the user about sustainability in a fun and interactive way. We want people, first of all, just to know that sustainability isn't just a recycling issue. There are a lot of variables involved in it, and there are a lot of areas of the Earth and areas of life in general that are affected heavily by the issue of sustainability. Secondly, we just want to make it a more real and understandable topic. And in doing so, that will allow people to better understand ways in which they can contribute to saving the Earth and to helping make our environment a better place, specifically through learning about the different items and the different enemies and how each of them are correlated and connected to one another. So thank you for watching.